I'm Waihan, an AI engineer at TNG, and I'm working with Xiaomun, the president and co-founder of TRMT BCC, and together we are Team NGMI. We are building on something called DAMNdelion, focusing on the drone track. So we've basically developed an AI drone swarm system that's focusing on this problem. The problem is that disasters destroy up to 85% of network, and most existing drone systems rely on a central server. So that means when there's no signal and no network, there will be almost no drone systems that will be able to operate in that area. So Afghanistan's cell phone and internet services are down after Taliban order cut, and people in Afghanistan say that they cannot communicate, they cannot make SOS calls, and they cannot pass messages from one area to another without relying on Wi-Fi. So we've basically developed a drone swarm system that uses A2A Bluetooth enabled communication, which allows drones to communicate with each other without even relying on Wi-Fi. And there's a few constraints that we try to solve. Bluetooth have limited distance and limited battery life. And currently, they all rely on a centralized MCP server. The last major problem is that AI will hallucinate. So that's why we designed our systems to have different type of drones. So there's drones that does food supply, there's drones that does scouting, and there's also drones meant specifically for relay. So what relay does is relay pass messages back and forth between two drones. As you know, Bluetooth have only up to 200 meters of radius. We can extend the 200 meters range up to 1 kilometer. We also utilize a multi-star topology in order to prevent a single point of failure, so that even when one relay is down, different drones from different areas can communicate stably. And we have also deployed our MCP servers on multiple regions so that drones are not just relied on a single MCP server, so that when one MCP server is down, the AI inferencing and tool calls is still operating. This is how our AI agent thinks, and instead of using chain of thought, we use tree of thought. Why do we do so? Because tree of thought allows AI agents to prevent hallucination by branching different outcomes into levels, so that the AI agent can actually choose which outcome is optimal for the current scenario. It is also proven that tree of thought outperforms chain of thought by over 70% in Game of 24 benchmark. So instead of thinking in one sequence, it thinks in multiple sequences in parallel. And for our business model, we plan to make this a B2B and B2G model because we plan to sell our system as a software prototype to drone as a service companies. We plan to earn about 8 million by minimum in 3 years by just capturing 5 clients per year and 20K per client per year in a subscription basis. And as for investors, we seek about 60K as our initial investment for seed round, and we'll give you a 5% equity in return and 70K in ringgits for 10% plus a buyback clause.